Hey, so, Super Mario RPG, Part 7. This should be the last part. Don't have much left, basically, just the final dungeon in the factory. I want to do a couple of quick things before that, but still, we should be able to knock the rest of this game out this time. So, yeah, finally, at the end. I say finally, but this is, this is 7 parts. We did, what was Chrono Trigger, like 13 parts? Final Fantasy VI, I think, was at least 13 or 14. So, actually not that bad, I guess, grand scheme. Yeah, as far as the next game to do, I probably won't do another game this week. I only have one day off left, tomorrow. And I'll probably do other things with my time that day, but maybe next weekend I'll do another game, and I'll probably do a few one-offs, like, again, probably the next one. Almost definitely the next one will be Mario 3 Japanese version. I'd like to do at some point Journey to Silius, Space Shuttle Project. I'd like to actually do a redo of Pirate's Gold, because I wasn't too happy with how my first session on that came out. That was when I was still kind of learning my new software, which I still kind of am a little bit. Hello. Which I still am kind of a little bit, but I kind of gotten the hang of it by now. So anyway, I'll do a few one-offs. Whenever I do another long-form, like multi-part game, Pirate's Gold might be 2 parts. That's not really counting that, but whenever I do like another big multi-part game, it'll be another Final Fantasy. I'm thinking either Final Fantasy 4 or 6. 4 or 7. We already did 6. I'll play it again at some point. Probably sooner than later, but just on my own time, not for the show. But yeah, for the show, Final Fantasy 4 I'd like to do, or Final Fantasy 7. I'm leaning towards 7, actually, because I think that it's such an iconic release that I think there'd be a lot to say about it while playing it. And I also haven't played it in a little while, so that'll be fun. And of course I'm talking the original PlayStation 1 version of Final Fantasy 7, not the remake, which isn't really a remake. Frankly, if nothing, for no other reason, just because of the action battle system, I really have no interest in the remake, quote-unquote, but yeah, it'll definitely be the PS1 version. For Final Fantasy IV, if I do that one, and I'm sure I will eventually do it, even if it's not the next long-form game, but whenever I do that, I have to decide which version. Like, I could do the original Super Nintendo, quote-unquote, Final Fantasy II version. I'd probably lean towards the PlayStation 1 Final Fantasy Anthology version of Chronicles. Final Fantasy Anthology was 5 and 6, and Chronicles was Final Fantasy 4, and for some reason Chrono Trigger, which is an iconic game, but of course not a Final Fantasy game at all, other than, Sakaguchi was one of the directors on it, along with Yuji Horii from Dragon Quest, and Nobuo Uematsu did do some music for it. It was mainly Yasunori Mitsuda, but Uematsu, after Mitsuda basically literally worked himself into the hospital, Uematsu did take over and kind of finish the soundtrack of Chrono Trigger, but it's still not really a Final Fantasy game, any more than, like, Fantasian from last year was, or the Switch version was from last year anyway. Anyway, let's get into it. I've already been talking for 4 minutes, looking at the loading screen, or the file select screen. Yeah, let's get this done. Alright, so we saved at Nimbus Land. Again, I'm actually going to go out of Nimbus Land before we take the bus back to Bowser's Keep, and then ultimately... Actually, I don't think we need to go back to Bowser's Keep. We don't need to, but I will go back to Bowser's Keep anyway, because I did want to get those last 2 doors in it. But before that, a couple of quick things to do. There is another cricket pie somewhere. It's in one of the sewers, and you have to get to it from another area, and I kind of forget how to get to it, but I also don't remember what you get for it. I don't think it's anything vital. So we'll probably skip that, but I will stop at the juice bar here. And actually, I'm going to sell off a couple of, like, the froggy drinks. At this point, I don't think we really need 30 HP per character recovery. So we'll get rid of those. I think I will hang on to... Maybe I'll keep 2 Kiro Colas. We have Peach with the group hug, which is kind of our main healing at this point, but... just in case we need them in a pinch, I will hang on to 2 of those Kiro Colas. And actually, I might sell off the elixirs and replace. I'll get like 1 mega elixir again, just for. And I'll get 2, just in case we need those in a pinch too. So, so actually, I guess we don't need those either if we have the Kiros. So, yeah, get rid of those 2. Technically wasted money on that, but we're still back to 999 coins, which is the maximum. Alright, so yeah, there is another cricket pie you can get for Frogfucius, and I don't remember what he gives you in return for it. I'd have to look up how exactly to get to that and everything, but let's just see what he has to say. I think it's still just the same thing as the last time we saw him. Okay, Adrian, you can come sit here too. Alright, so I think we're done there. So let's go to Moleville. Should be able to pick up the... Actually, maybe we should have done this first now that I think about it. But yeah, we should be able to get the frying pan for Peach, which is her best weapon. It's not really vital because we're not really attacking with her, but just to have it. 300 coins, yeah, I'll take it. The metal plate is the frying pan. That's like the last item this guy sells. So, yeah, there it is. So is there anything else in Moleville? Like, we could play the mini-game again. Actually, got that already. That's what lets you in to see that. I actually forgot about this. I think, you know, to be honest, I don't remember the ending, especially of the original version of this game all that well. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I played through the remake last year, so I saw the ending in that, but yeah, I don't remember the actual ending in the original version all that well. So yeah, I kind of forgot about this, but yeah, if you buy fireworks again from this guy, the first one you trade for the shiny stone, but if you buy more, you actually see fireworks during the ending, so let's buy a set. Why not? And I think that does actually take up an inventory slot, but just for funsies. I don't know what the maximum is, like how many maximum fireworks you can see during the ending. You keep buying them. So our last little stop here before we go back to Bowser's Keep is Seaside Town. I just wanted to check and see if there's anything we want from the frog here that sells stuff from frog coins. Where is he? Is he at the end? No. He was in Seaside, right? It's in the Elder's house. There it is. Yeah, I was originally going to get the Scrooge ring, but I don't think we really need it, because like the character I'd most want to put that on will be Peach, but she has the safety badge, and I want to keep her locked down with that and the lazy shell, so she pretty much can't be taken out. And the Scrooge ring is 50 frog coins, we have 31 anyway. Like the EXP booster, I don't think we really need at this point, because at the end of the game anyway. So yeah, I don't think we actually need any of this stuff. That's basically, by the way, the growth egg from Final Fantasy VI. So yeah, I know we used very few frog coins in this. Didn't accumulate all that many either. But, yeah, anyway. So we'll go back to Bowser Keep. We actually don't need to take the bus from Nimbus Land. If we actually, technically, we can just go back to Final Dungeon directly, but I did want to get those last two words in here. So I actually forgot this. I thought you had to fight your way back through, but I guess it actually eliminates at least the enemies that you already took out. Yeah, respawn, I guess. I don't quite have the timing on that. So there's the frying pan. Big hit with the Lindsay shell from Mario. Frying pan's easy to do the timed hit with. Yeah, for some reason, I can't quite get the hang of that star gun. I'm actually not even intentionally fighting all of these, I just keep forgetting to run around them. This entirely. Got the timing that time. I guess it's like right when he pulls out the, like it looks like he's holding two bombs. I guess it's right when he pulls those out that you time it. Try it again. Yeah, that's it. Get that done. Let's let Bowser back in for a little bit. Haven't gotten to use his Drill Claw yet. Sell those honey syrups. I never actually noticed it, that those last few notes there in this music, this part that's playing right now, actually, still. That's actually the final boss music from Mario 3. Huh. Never caught that. Alright, here we go. So I think we just did 1 through 4, right? So, Did we do this one before? This is 4. I don't think we did do this one. I thought I X'd out the doors we already did, which they seem to have respawned since we came in. That's painful. Alright, what are we doing here? So obviously the idea is to move that cannonball, but can you only move it in certain directions, or what? Oh, you have to stand on it. Yep, okay. And when you're standing on it, it reverses your controls. Just for more fun. Flower. This guy's away. You can kind of lure the bombs. Sorry, the bombs. Like they try to follow you, so kind of lure them away from where we want to go. Another rock candy. That's the most important item out of everything we've got here. Ah. Save those rock candies for the one of the last battles at the very least. We actually saw this, was it like Rose Way or one of those? You kind of alternate platforms. Ah. I feel like I'm gonna get hung up on that box. Ah, damn it. This one. Go back to the other one. But this one we already did, I think. I screwed that up, didn't I? So that's okay, we already did that room. Let me check the guide here. This should say which is through which door. Just lays face down on the ground like a depressed Bobby Hill. Doesn't actually say anything. There's a few deficiencies in the player's guide, not telling which door goes to what is one of them. Oh, they're random in every playthrough. Oh, great. Alright, well, we did this one already. I wonder if it's even every playthrough, because I thought we did like doors 1 through 4, but door 4 is definitely one we didn't do. We definitely did this one this time, so I wonder if it actually resets every time you come into the keep. Sorry, just failing this one on purpose. Try this one again. Oh. Shot that. Good. Good. Alright, this is the annoying one. But we have 9 chances, so hopefully that will be enough. Look how far out into the void you can go with this. At least it doesn't start you completely over. Yeah. Man. Come on. Come on. Ah, damn it. You know what? We're not going to use Mallow again anyway. We don't need to get symbols. Let's just, hell out of here. At least we don't need to jump into Exor's mouth. Sorry, Exor's Neo Squid again. We have 3 rock candies. I think we can get a few more of those in the last dungeon, too. There are other ways to get rock candies, too. I think you can get them from the mushroom guy in Seaside, too. But, here we go. Final dungeon. Mario 3 callback here, too. Things on the airships. The purple was pretty cool. Oh. That's shitty. So how did that get through the safety badge? I thought that was supposed to prevent an instant death. That's just an unblockable move or something. I don't know, I was planning to switch back to Geno for the final battle. Maybe I still will, but it is kind of hard to argue with Bowser's damage there. But Geno does have the better multiple enemies attacks, so. Shoot. Oh, this is. Yeah, I guess that's an exit there. Ultra Hammer, which is worse than that. Easy Shell. I guess that's just for if you didn't get the Lazy Shell, but I mean the Lazy Shell is kind of hidden actually, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Time is it? Time humanity learned its place. The clock ticked coldly. Yeah, see, that's because Geno has better special moves, so. No, I guess it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, that's where I would have wanted Geno. Theoretically, instead of Bowser, because you can still use specials when you're a Scarecrow. I actually don't know if it matters if you take the bells out or not, or even if you can take the bells out. Alright, so you can take the bells out, obviously. Peach pretty much heal every turn, whether it's a group heal or a single. So this one sucks. This mushroom one. Even that did a lot of damage in the process of turning Mario into a mushroom. Being named Ding-a-ling, of course, reminds me of two things. First, legendary World Championship Wrestling tag team, the Ding Dongs, and probably more on the nose, of course, the Chuck Berry classic, My Ding-a-ling. I wanted to play with My Ding-a-ling, the lyric said. I say, based on the amount of damage this thing's attacks do, that might have been a comeback or pick me up for Mario, but no, we actually survived it. There we go. Might as well drop a save again. All right. In terms of battles, we already took out QLX, and that was a level or two lower than I am now, so we should be good for any of these boss battles. Here's where you find like the metal versions of some of the previous bosses, which is actually kind of almost a Dragon Quest idea. But I mean, other than Chrono Trigger, nobody from the Dragon Quest team would have been working at Square, certainly for this game. I mean, Yuji Horii did work on Chrono Trigger, but this was before the Square Enix merger, so. But yeah, like some of the Dragon Quest games, probably all of them, I haven't played all of them, but they would have like the metal slimes and metal battles and like the really strong metal versions of earlier enemies. Oh. And since this is supposed to be a factory, you have like assembly lines for some of these metal bosses. I'm kind of missing the Geno Flash and Geno Blast, so I think after this fight, or after this room, I'll switch Geno back in. How did that miss? He doesn't even really need the healing, but just to get him out of mushroom form. Again. These are actually not stronger. They actually have much less HP than their original versions. They're just kind of annoying. Lemmings, that would actually be a good game to do at some point on here, wouldn't it? I've played Lemmings in a long time. There. Machine made, get rid of it. Hammers, what is this? Pink Floyd's The Wall? Eerie Jig. Oh, good. Scarecrow. Yeah, I think Bowser only gets the 3 moves. Or the 4 moves, rather. She made Mac the knife that fight him. Yes, that. Keep ready to put Geno back into. Yeah, for some reason Peach's final special move is actually an attack. Which I didn't really think I was going to use during this game, but with Mario Scarecrow, why not, right? Get some of this crap. Ah. Can't do the platforming at all today. Well, I guess we actually don't get on that second block there. Getting to put Gino back in, come on. Nope. Didn't mean to do this. But I don't think get this back out, so. Use Gino. Just use Gino boost for that effect. I'll use one of the maple syrups, right? It's really a very limited inventory, isn't it? That's a new enemy. Nice rock candy. rainbow here. Yeah, the timing on that is like right when Kato puts his hands up, even before the wands come out. Oh, this is almost fun. Oh, years. Nice, Princess for the win. Guessing this means another boss is next. Maybe not. She made Yurinovich. Probably have to get through that block somehow, right? That was a good hit from Peach, considering her attack power is forked, wearing the lazy shell. And another rock candy. I guess it's that mouse rider guy that gives you the rock candy. Kind of reminds me of Little Nemo the Green Master, when you're riding the mouse in that game. Oh, that's how you do that. Get another rock candy, by the way. They're pretty well stocked on those. Forgot about these guys. Is it one is weak to physical attacks and one's weak to magic attacks? Is that the gimmick here? Let's find out. He did take a pretty good hit from that. I just noticed this snake thing's named Earthlink. I wonder if there's a CompuServe and an AOL and a Prodigy plus. No, there's not. That's the joke. Link has a lot of HP, doesn't he? Alright, so now we're in the factory proper. Well, that didn't go as planned for the clerk, did it? Yeah. The flash. Clerk kinda looks like Shovel Knight. Haven't played that in a while. That was a good game. I never beat it, but yeah, I enjoyed Shovel Knight. How did he get past, like, the robot Yaretovic's and Bowyer's and all of them by himself? That must be badass. How come he's not in our party? Let's see, how many... I should sell some of this stuff. Yeah, sell that extra pair of work pants, we're not going to use that. Yeah, I don't think we actually need anything from here. Appreciate the thought, Toad, but you really didn't have to. I'll take that rock candy then. Oh god, it's Bowyer again. No, it isn't. Can't help but think that was kind of a missed opportunity. The graphic for the Geno Flash. They could have put the angry sun from Mario 3, like the face from that, on the sun that appears instead of just a generic face. Little cameo like that would have been cool. Custom. I think the clerk was even weaker than the, or the manager was even weaker than the clerk. I guess that's why he delegates, right? Everybody's getting a level up then. Bowser just writes a haiku. Gotta love the writing in this game. It was almost akin to like the poem that Cyan writes when you get him back from the or get him back during the World of Ruin in FF6. More to the point, Princess, you have the safety badge in the lazy shell, so I don't think you're really in any danger. Much for your valor and vigor up. I think this might be the end. I think it might be... that's nice. Those boss fights with like the manager and the director and all of that actually refills you. So yeah, I believe this is the first of the final bosses. There's, I think, either 2 or 3 forms. I think it's technically 3. And I have to fight. You have to fight the ninja first. I have to fight the gun yoke first this time. That was a nasty hit on Mario. It basically did nothing at all to Princess Erdino, but... Alright, got rid of him. I haven't even been using Geno rules, let's just get that going. That time it cheat on pretty good. I don't know, you know, maybe that big green glowing switch might have something to do with turning it off. Alright, here we go. First form of the final boss. I remember at first everybody thought, even Nintendo Power thought that Smithy was the was Exor, was the giant sword. And I believe in like the previews for the game, if I remember right, I think even Nintendo Power referred to the sword as Smithy. Because they have the artwork, I guess, of what he actually looks like. Which isn't a bad way to do it. I mean, that's kind of what the original Legend of Zelda did, where, like, the manual talked about Ganon, but you didn't actually see him until you actually got to him in the game. And then, of course, the cartoon came out and all of that. Excuse me, Princess One. Which I wonder, is the whole news about the live-action Zelda coming out, the live-action movie of Zelda coming out, are they actually going to have Link talk in that? Because, I mean, we have heard him talk in the cartoon. We wish he hadn't, but, you know. I mean, they're going to have him talk in the movie, right? They can't just have him make, like, oh, ah, noises the whole time. As I recall, the first form isn't too hard. I think you actually kind of want to take out the smelter first, though, if I remember right. Worded piece there. For one thing, it's very Uematsu, even though he did not work on the music of this game. Who did do the music in this game? I just saw it. Oh, it's Yoko. Oh shoot, what is her last name? She did like Street Fighter 2 when she was with Capcom before she was with Square. But let me get the name right. I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Yoko Shimomura. I knew it was Yoko and started with an S, but yeah, I wanted to make sure I got her name right. But yeah, she did like Street Fighter 2, she did Final Fight, she did some of the classic Capcom games before she came to Square. What else did she do? She had a long list of credits. Yeah, Final Fight, Street Fighter 2, King of Dragons. She actually did Parasite Eve once she was with Square, and she did some of the... I never got into the Kingdom Hearts series, but she did some of those. Yeah, great closer. Just for as iconic as some of her compositions were, especially like, you know, Street Fighter 2. You don't hear her talked about as much, and sadly I kind of second-guessed even her last name that I had in my head. Yeah, she should get more credit. Alright, I think I knocked out the smelter. For that guy. And just attack Smithy himself. He kind of looks like a demented, like, evil Santa Claus, doesn't he? Let's see if I can actually get the timing on a Geno roll-off here. No. Oh. But yeah, anyway, that little organ flourish there in this track, it's for one thing very Uematsu, like, you know, Dancing Man and a lot of his prog rock type tracks. B, it's also very similar to the intro to, like, Bloody Tears from Castlevania. I think Simon's Quest was the first game that had Bloody Tears in it. It's actually pretty intimidating looking. In that first form, probably even more so than the second. For, you know, fairly lighthearted game. Yeah, see what I really am, as the Dark King in Mystic Quest said. But don't worry, he does not turn into a giant spider like the Dark King. He just turns into, well, whatever this is. Okay, so he has 2 targets too. I don't think it matters too much which you hit. And, should probably actually refresh the Geno boost on Mario and Geno. As for Peach, Peach is gonna send this mofo to Big Rock Candy Mountain here. That's like a guaranteed 200 HP hit every time you use it. Or single use. Just time that, but doesn't matter. We just need the attack boost anyway. I need to choke on my rock candy that I've been saving up for most of the second half of the game, or third of the game anyway. He can turn his head into a few different things. This is like the wizard head. He turns his head into a wizard. So I'm actually gonna have Peach heal Mario next turn, so I'll actually have Geno use one of the rock candies this time. $300 and a freebie, nice. We didn't get our flower points refilled after the first round, or the first battle here. So we actually KO'd this body, which can regenerate. believe he has, collectively between his head and his body, I believe he has more hit points than QLX, but QLX, I think on his own, has more HP than either part, and when you factor in the crystals, especially. I could be wrong on that, maybe QLX on his own has less, but again, factoring in the crystals he fights with. Treasure chest head. Ooh, trippy. Here, I'll just do that to get the block effect off of them. Now his body's back, so. Actually, just running a little bit low on flower points. Can do that. Princess will use a rock candy this turn. Got it? Yep. Alright, so, another one down. Beat Mario RPG. So, now we just get to watch the ending. Maybe one. He's pretty much unconscious. All 7 stars. And so Gino has to go back from whence he came. That was a noise. I don't know if that picked up on the mic. Have a good sleep. Yeah, I guess this can go back in my game room filing cabinet, which, yes, I really do have a filing cabinet in my game room, just a 2-drawer one, that I actually found in somebody's driveway down the street with a free sign on it a couple of years ago. But, yeah, I keep player's guides in that. I'll do a room tour video sometime, so I did just make some updates to some of the decor in here. Not necessarily in that area. Well, actually, there is a new shelf up here. It's just off camera. Anyway, so Star Road is stitched back together, and it actually does. I was trying to remember, and I was just watching the Video Games 101 instructional video on Mario World, and that actually is pretty much what the Star Road area in Mario World looks like. That has like special levels, and then takes you to like the hidden final special levels in Super Mario World. So Bowser's fixing up his castle. Johnny Jones was still watching the sunset. I kind of wish he joined our party. Kind of seemed like they were setting up for that. But didn't happen. I guess Yoshi finally beat Moshi without us, since he and Croco are allowed to race together now. Oh, and the mushroom couple are still on their honeymoon. Godofsky's debuting his masterpiece. I actually never noticed the frog scholar, the guy that sells like the screw ring and stuff. He was actually kind of in the trees in the background there. Oh, Booster and Valentina got married. Who knew Dodo was ordained? Nice powdered wig, too. Like how Yoshi's there, you were really part of this whole process, Yoshi. It's like Chewie in Star Wars, he actually did a lot more to secure that victory than Yoshi did, and he didn't even get a medal. Luigi showed up for the ending, I forgot that. I do wish Luigi was in this. This was like that weird period where they kind of mostly ignored that Luigi even existed. Like, he wasn't even in, like, this game, he wasn't in, Super Mario 64, the original version of that. He was kind of in, like, the mid to late 90s, Luigi was kind of like where Waluigi is now. Like, they don't give him anything. Yeah, this little parade is pretty fun. And I believe at the end of this you get fireworks, depending on how many fireworks you had in your inventory at the end. Which we had one. Yeah, but obviously hadn't been introduced yet. I kind of feel like he would be in place of the Purpler Eyes. He was created by the time this game came out. Where's Booster? Huh? You two just got married. Already kicked him to the curb. Oh, Booster had its own float. There's a train, I forgot that. He's like the Lost Cause. I think I probably made this joke when he was first introduced several parts ago, but the Booster kind of looks like the lost cousin of Dr. T. Yoko Shimomura in the music. Booster stole Bowser's clown face thing. How come Bowser didn't get that out of his castle before he joined our party? That would have helped a lot. We wouldn't have had to wait for the bus to get fixed from Nimbus Land. How did Smithy get in the parade? I guess that plays into the whole idea of the characters in Mario being like a troupe of actors, right? You know, they're not actually enemies. They're all just playing roles in each particular game, and then they go in the next game they go play tennis or race go-karts or something. Uematsu got a special thanks, and Nomura did too. I wonder what Nomura did contributed to get the special thanks credit. So there weren't too many characters with excessive zippers on their outfits or anything. For that matter, if it's special thanks, I guess they may not have actually done anything specific. Because I don't know if Uematsu actually did any direct work on this. Nor Koji Kondo, the Nintendo composer. I mean, they used... Yoko Shimomura did adapt some of Koji Kondo's compositions from previous Mario games in this. Yeah, he did any direct work on it. So that little Tinkerbell sparkle there was implied to be Geno in his true form. Peach's castle looks suspiciously like the Disneyland castle, doesn't it? There's our fireworks. Yeah, I'll have to look into like what is different about the fireworks if you buy more of them. Like if they're bigger or they just go on longer, because these are going on for a while. Oh, this is the firework. Okay, that's what it is. I remember now. Yeah, we got the mushroom. I think if you have 2 fireworks in your inventory, it's a flower, and if you get 3, it's a star, kind of like the Mario 3 end of level 1-ups. I actually don't remember if it's those numbers, if it's, just 1, 2, or 3 of them, or maybe 4 to get the star. But anyway, that's what it is. So there you have it. Another big game, both in terms of length and iconic status in the books. Again, obviously, I didn't do a completionist run here, but did enough to get to the end anyway. Like lullaby version of the classic Mario ground level theme. Anyway, I guess it locks on this. You can't go back to the title screen. So, yeah, anyway, that's it. Mario RPG in the books. So, I'll see you again sometime soon with another game and maybe something that's not a DanPlays, some one of my other ongoing series before that. We'll see. World is our oyster now that we completed this one, right? Yeah, actually, if you didn't see it, I did just post a video about a vintage toy that I had as a kid and played with a lot back then, but I don't know what happened to my original. And I found a new one on eBay, or not a new one, but a new old stock one on eBay. So I did a video on that. So check that out. It's pretty neat, and it hasn't gotten a whole lot of hits. None of my videos get a whole lot of hits because I'm pretty small time, but yeah, check that video out. It's maybe it'll come up in the recommends on the end screen here, but yeah, check that one out. It's about the Blue Box Robot Space Lab from circa 1983, just like me. So yeah, check that video out. It's a neat toy. Well, hopefully a neat video about it. But yeah, anyway, I'll be back with some other game maybe next week. I might take a week off from doing these. These are not officially a weekly show anyway, so whatever. I'll be back whenever with another game. So until then, thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, ring the bell. And again, if you want to watch any of my previous playthroughs, either the single video ones or some of the longer games like Final Fantasy VI, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I've done all of those. And they all have their own individual playlists, as well as being in the main DanPlays playlist on my channel. So check some of those out. But yeah, like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the good stuff. And have a good night.